All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. This is Rick Mask, and you guys are watching part two of my series, my session review at 1-2 Zoom. So if you didn't catch part number one, the theme for the video is I played a 1,000 hand session, and what I'm doing now is I am reviewing in chronological order. That was a tough one to say. Every hand that I've pipped during the session. So you can see we've got a bunch of hands to get through. And the plan is to spend about 30 seconds to a minute, to average about 30 seconds to a minute per hand. I'm going to discuss my play my opponents, look for mistakes, and hopefully get some cool spots. So we'll get into things. I will try not to labor on too much about the spots that I consider to be more or less straightforward. Although I will mention that the Queen 5 suited open blind versus blind. If you're not opening that nowadays, probably would recommend it. There's only one player left to act. We have half a big blind committed to the pot. Folding costs us a lot, and so we do want to be playing a lot of hands in this situation. And Queen 5 suited is definitely strong enough. Okay, we open 5-7 suited, a little bit loose, but I think a fine open. Open Jack 8 suited to take it down. Good start to the video. Oh, I opened my mouth too soon. Okay, so King Jack offsuit open under the gun. And we face a 3-bet from the cutoff. This is generally, I would say, very easy fold without reads. We have a strong opening range, and the cutoff is risking 15 to win $8. So he's taking on a lot of risk to make this play against my strong range. And he has 3 other players left to act behind him, all of whom could, have aces for all he knows. So this is a scenario where I don't need to be defending as many 3-bets as when, say, I open the button, because I have to contend with, or because when I open under the gun, I have all of these players helping me defend the 3-bet basically. So very, very, I would say easy fold with the King Jack offsuit. If you were 3-betting 15% of the time there, then we might start talking about finding ways to play that hand. So an open blind on blind, we defend 2s and face a c-bet. Just a correct and good call on this flop. You guys just saw me open Queen 5, blind on blind. Ranges are really wide here, and even though we're going to get counterfeited and we're going to get some bad runouts, our hand is just too strong to fold right now. Checked over on the 4 of hearts turn. I would generally say checking back here is probably the way to go. With reads, maybe we could put a bet in for protection or value or something like that, but I think the plan here should just be try and get to showdown. And the small blind has 5-8 off, so that's a pretty loose open, but sort of goes to show why these flops are correct to be calling in position with the hand like deuces. 10-8 suited, standard open on the button. I would absolutely call through it with that. I would absolutely call a 3-bet with this hand. 4-betting is not unreasonable here, though you definitely don't want to make that play every time. Okay, so I open jacks under the gun, and the hijack calls, the cutoff over calls, and the big blind over calls. Assuming all these players are regs, I would say that the hijack and the cutoff should have very strong ranges here. The hijack especially. Sort of going back to the King Jack hand earlier, when I open under the gun, I have a strong range, and so for the hijack to cold call, he's not really getting terrific pot odds. As you can see, getting just a little better than 1.5 to 1 to play against a strong range in position with a whole lot of unknown variables behind. In other words, players that can squeeze or overcall, which will diminish the equity of a lot of his flats pre-flop. So this is a spot where I expect the flatting range to be really strong, basically.